Good evening. Welcome to lovely Charleston, South Carolina for tonight's USL match as Charleston Battery welcomes Orlando City B. Hello everyone, my name's Andrew Bell. I'll be your host tonight, looking forward to what should be a very good game. Poppy Miller joins me in the broadcast booth. Poppy, we had a quick look at the starting lineups before we came on air. The player you want to highlight tonight for the visitors is the goalkeeper, Earl Edwards.
Yes, he's been a crucial part of OCB this season, making his 17th start. He brings a lot of MLS experience to the side and has had 5 shutouts so far this season. Currently on loan from Orlando City, head coach Anthony Poulis said he's relishing the role of being the starting goalkeeper and getting minutes week in, week out. And you can really see the confidence in his game at the minute.
Well, at the other end of the field, the goalkeeper for the Charleston Battery is Additional Cooper.
Yes, Super Cooper, as the fans call him, a Cuban international who's also had 5 clean sheets so far this season. This is his 5th season with the Battery, and you can really see that in his game, the way he commands the back line. So keep an eye out for that tonight. It's going to be a great matchup.
He's got a good trainer there in Dusty Hudick, one of the all-time greats for the Charleston Battery, a goalkeeper himself. All right, let's have a quick look at the starting lineups, and there you can see it. Cooper in goal for the Battery, Earl Edwards for Orlando City. Need to mention Jared Van Schaik wearing the number 5 tonight. It's his first game back for the club since leaving at the end of 2015. All right, we are going to take a quick break. When we come back, kickoff from MUSC Health Stadium here in Charleston, South Carolina, and we'll be back with that after this.
What the road demands, the GS delivers. Experience high performance through high technology in the Lexus GS 350 and GS Turbo. See your Lexus dealer. Experience the first ever 471 horsepower Lexus LC500 or the multi-stage hybrid LC500H. See your Lexus dealer. See your Lexus dealer.
You have a plan. Where to live, where to work, where to go on vacation. But when the unexpected happens, where do you go? How about down the street to MUSC Health Centers that practice disease prevention and promote wellness and offer urgent care and after-hours treatment, all connected to one of the top academic medical centers in the country with the most advanced medicine and technology, giving you access to healthcare leaders who work with your doctor to bring the best medicine closer to you.
Some things are simply impossible to ignore. The strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid. The SUV that dares to go beyond utility. See your Lexus dealer.
Charleston, South Carolina has been captivating people for more than 300 years. Is it our expertly preserved antebellum architecture? Our warm southern hospitality? Our delicious low-country cuisine? A soul-stirring coastal landscape. Whatever it is, Charleston exudes a gravitational pull as the one destination you absolutely, positively must visit.
Welcome back to beautiful Charleston, South Carolina for tonight's USL match. It's the Charleston Battery hosting Orlando City B. We're live at MUSC Health Stadium, actually just away across the harbor from the Battery there. And we're right at kickoff. Although, I should say, we're not quite right at kickoff because we had a slight weather delay. There was a bit of lightning around a few minutes ago. And I'm told that we will kick off right at 7:15. So about 10 minutes from now, which gives us a chance to extend our preview of tonight's game. It's Andrew Bell with Poppy Miller alongside me. Well, Orlando's been a difficult team for the Battery over the last few years, particularly when before they'd made the jump to Major League Soccer. But even since then, this Orlando City B, it's been one of the opponents that Charleston struggled with.
Yes, they've all said this week in pre-match interviews that this is a team to beat. They've got some unfinished business from last time the two teams met in the Cup, and Orlando City knocked them out on PKs. And that was actually Earl Edwards' first professional debut, so he'll be in goal tonight. There's a lot on the line, and it's going to be a great matchup.
Yeah, the fans are here. They're waiting for the kickoff. Again, we're going to be We're going to be kicking off in just a few minutes. 7:15 p.m. kickoff. While we have a moment, let's do the MUSC Health Sports Medicine injury report. And the good news is that Atula Garrett is back available for selection, which means just Dante Marini unavailable for selection tonight through injury. And, well, you probably followed on the social media that he did unfortunately suffer a season-ending injury, has undergone a successful repair to his anterior cruciate ligament. And we wish him a very, very speedy and successful recovery. And, of course, one of the favorites here. And we're going to miss Dante, but it does happen with professional sports clubs. You do end up missing a few players through injury over the course of a season. Speaking of players who were missing through injury, Jared Van Schaik missed the first few months of the season, but he's back and starts tonight.
He's back. I spoke to him last week and he said it's been some of the worst months of his life being out injured, but now it's his time to go. He's ready to be back on the field with his teammates. He's enjoyed training with them lately, and he said that his role on the field is just to bring the morale up, to use his experience with some of the younger players, and just really boost the confidence on the field. He's a playmaker in the middle, and we'll have to keep an eye on him tonight.
Charleston coming into the game in first place, and I think there were some eyebrows raised around the league when we announced the Jared Van Schaik signing. He's a veteran player, former captain of the Charleston Battery, and just a good person to have in the locker room. He brings a little bit of grit, and he's got a very, very good left foot.
Yes, and I'm excited to see him pair up with Justin Portillo in the middle. Portillo has been on fire this season. His distribution on the ball has been world class. So just them two together are going to be a massive pair to watch. And I'm just interested to see the dynamic of them tonight, especially with a few changes to the lineup. But of course, Romario Williams back.
Yeah, good point. Romario Williams, who had that extended spell with the Jamaican national team, the Reggae Boys, back in Charleston. He actually was here training yesterday and is available for selection tonight, I believe. Yep, he's on the bench. So Romario, the Battery's #1 striker, the main man really around the club, is back. It was great, actually. He got his Player of the Month award. It was actually given to him by a few of the campers. I think they had 130 kids at camp here at MUSC Health Stadium this week. So very good to see. Now, let's just quickly turn to Orlando City B. They are a good team. They also have a very good coach in Mr. Pulis.
Yes, they do. I managed to catch up with him before the game started. Of course, they've had a 2-week break since playing Tampa Bay. And so we wondered what the team response would be like. He said he looks at it as more of a negative thing. They haven't been able to get the match fitness in, whereas the Battery, on the other hand, have had 3 games in 7 days. So it'll be interesting to see how the tired legs compare up to maybe what is not as much as Anthony Pulis would want from match fitness. But it's going to be a great, great matchup. And of course, they have a lot of MLS players starting in their lineup. He said that's been another thing that's been difficult this season, is just the transition of players coming in and going out all the time. And one day at training, they may have very high numbers. The next day have very low numbers. So it's hard to get the team to gel and have that consistency.
Anthony Pulis, the son of Tony Pulis, who, of course, is the head coach of West Brom. And I think he lived close to you in England for a while. I know you didn't know him back in those days, Poppy, but he's a very nice young man. His dad, of course, is a real gentleman. And we hosted West Brom here at MUSC, MUSC Health Stadium a couple of years ago. Got to know them a little bit, and it was very, very good. Well, there you can see the players coming out, which means we are remaining on schedule. Let me just remind you, if you're joining us late, we are in a slight weather delay. We're looking at a 7:15 p.m. kickoff. We didn't feel like it was a long enough delay to delay the start of the broadcast, so a little bit more of an opportunity for Poppy Miller and myself to preview the upcoming game. That was, by the way, just at the edge of your screen, that was Alex Tambakis, who's on loan from Atlanta United, but it's Additional Cooper who gets the start tonight here at MUSC Health Stadium. All right, we are going to take a quick break. When we come back, it'll be kickoff. Charleston Battery versus Orlando City B. We've got that for you up next.
What the road demands, the GS delivers. Experience high performance through high technology in the Lexus GS 350 and GS Turbo. See your Lexus dealer. Experience the first ever 471 horsepower Lexus LC500 or the multi-stage hybrid LC500H. See your Lexus dealer. See your Lexus dealer.
You have a plan. Where to live, where to work, where to go on vacation. But when the unexpected happens, where do you go? How about down the street to MUSC Health Centers that practice disease prevention and promote wellness and offer urgent care and after-hours treatment, all connected to one of the top academic medical centers in the country with the most advanced medicine and technology, giving you access to healthcare leaders who work with your doctor to bring the best medicine closer to you.
Some things are simply impossible to ignore. Strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid. The SUV that dares to go beyond utility. See your Lexus dealer.
Charleston, South Carolina has been captivating people for more than 300 years. Is it our expertly preserved antebellum architecture? Our warm southern hospitality? Our delicious low-country cuisine? Our soul-stirring coastal landscape? Whatever it is, Charleston exudes a gravitational pull as the one destination you absolutely, positively must visit.
You have a plan. Where to live, where to work, where to go on vacation. But when the unexpected happens, where do you go? How about down the street to MUSC Health Centers that practice disease prevention and promote wellness and offer urgent care and after-hours treatment, all connected to one of the top academic medical centers in the country with the most advanced medicine and technology, giving you access to healthcare leaders who work with your doctor to bring the best medicine closer to you.
What the road demands, the GS delivers. Experience high performance through high technology in the Lexus GS350 and GS Turbo. See your Lexus dealer. Some things are simply impossible to ignore. Strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid. The SUV that dares to go beyond utility. See your Lexus dealer. What the road demands, the GS delivers. Experience high performance through high technology in the Lexus GS350 and GS Turbo. See your Lexus dealer. Experience the first ever 471 horsepower Lexus LC500 or the multi-stage hybrid LC500H. See your Lexus dealer.
Welcome back to MUSC Health Stadium. Slight delay in kickoff because of some weather we had in the area before the players came out for warm-ups, but looks like we're about ready to go here. And while we have a second, let me remind you that you can stay up to date on all the latest USL news and information from around the league. Tune into USL Coast to Coast with Mike Watts, Mondays at 9 o'clock Eastern Time on Sirius XMFC Channel 85. Don't forget Sirius XMFC will air the USL Game of the Week. Check USLsoccer.com for dates and times. Also, soccer fans, Nike is an official sponsor of USL. For more information, visit NikeSoccer.com. And the USL is one of the most prominent second division professional leagues in the world, featuring some of the game's top talent and rising stars. Stay up to date with all the latest league news and information by visiting USLsoccer.com. Well, Poppy picked out a Disney Cooper before the match, and there he is wearing the blue. The Battery in the home colours tonight, yellow and black. Orlando in their change strip of white with that purple trim. The referee for tonight's game, Gustavo Solario, with Ben Jackson and Kevin Roberts to assist him. And we are right at kickoff. Worth reminding you all that this is a natural grass surface. We had a decent amount of rain leading up to the game, which is going to make it nice and greasy. The players will love it, and hopefully it makes for a nice, fast paced game. 75 degrees at kickoff, which, to put that in perspective for those of you joining us from outside Charleston, is about 15 degrees cooler than it's been all week. So again, the players will relish the conditions tonight. There's Jared Van Schaik just getting a handshake from O'Brien Woodbine, the Jamaican. And we are ready to go. Battery back home after 3 games on the road, where they picked up 1 point. Put a bit of a check in the Battery's hopes to win the USL Eastern Conference, but they're still in first place as we enter the games tonight. And away we go now. Griffith clips it down the line. It's into touch off an Orlando player, so we'll have a throw-in now for the Charleston Battery. Griffith will come up and take the, well, I was going to say take a long throw. He goes short with it, cuts inside. Pings it across to Woodbine. What a strike on that. Woodbine's going to try a shot from distance. Now Van Schaik. Oh, that's loose from O'Brien Woodbine. And Orlando City can come back here on the counter-attack. Not wide to Deakin. Cross to the back post, volleyed away, not fully clear. Deakin again. Here's Austin Martz. Now Paul Close as the visitors enjoy some possession here in the early going. Rocha with the ball down the line and into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for the Charleston Battery. It's actually quite pleasant, isn't it, Poppy, outside? The temperatures really come down. I'm sure the players will be enjoying it.
Especially playing on this slick field after playing on artificial turf the last few games they've had, and especially being back in front of the home fans.
Hackshaw across to Woodbine. That one straight into touch over the head of Anthony Pulis. Just out of your screen, there he is. Pointing out some directions to his players. Seb Hines squares it across to Timbo. Back to Hines, the Englishman. Nice control there from Lewis Neal. Flag will go up, and that will be a free kick. Hines from Wetherby, England. It's an MLS player on loan tonight. Martz. Back to Hines. Square to Timbo. Lasso gets up and wins the header. Hayden. Charleston back in their defensive shape. And here's Hines again with time and space, midway up inside the Orlando half. Well, Mueller allowed to direct that header. Charleston have possession. Griffith hits it long. Chang to the captain, Taylor Mueller. Now Lasso. Woodbine here on the near side. Nice weighted pass there from Woodbine. There's the Antigua man, Quinton Griffith. Charleston lose possession at the halfway line. Good win there from Mueller, but Hackshaw coughs up possession. In the 5th minute here at MUSC Health Stadium, no score. Chang tackled, that'll be a throw-in for the home side. Higashi got caught there, the referee blows his whistle, and that will be a free kick. Oh, it's a booking. Well, straight into the book goes Timbo. What do you think about that, Poppy Miller?
The referee, of course, was very assertive, and here we'll see on the replay. Just comes through the back of Higashi's legs. And the Battery will be thrilled that Portillo's over the dead ball this early on in the game.
Well, he's given him a yellow card. He's really setting his table out there, the referee. I mean, sure, that's a free kick, but is it a yellow card? I'm not sure. First foul of the game. And as you mentioned, it does bring up an opportunity here for the Battery with Justin Portillo over the dead ball.
And we'll keep our eye on Mueller and Lasso here because that's who he normally picks out.
He's looking for Lasso at the back post. Orlando get the header on it. Can they start a counter-attack? Well, it's cut out by Griffith. One back. Neal, the captain. Lovely pass out to the far side. Thompson into the middle. Took a sliding challenge from Forrest Lasso. He'll get a round of applause for that. And it'll be a throw-in for the visitors on the far side. Here's Close. Now Martz. Back out to this near side. Given away. And that is a lovely flighted ball for Cordovez, who's got some running to do. Well played by the defender. Well played indeed. And picks out a pass. Anthony Pulis barking out some instructions as Mueller picks off the through ball. Well played by Cordovez. Now Higashi with a bit of space finally. Dribbles forward. Tackled, and that was kept in. Well played by Edwards. Van Schaik with a touch to win it back at the halfway line. Not a lot on for Brian Woodbine, the Jamaican, who played for Reno down in his home country before moving to Charleston. Portillo now switches to Michael Chang. Round the outside, there's space now for Griffith. Early ball in, looking for Cordovez. There's a tangle of legs there. What's the decision from the referee? Corner kick.
It was a great run down the flank by Griffith. That's what we love to see from him, that explosive power. He just takes that extra touch around the defender, and not many people can keep up with him. A fantastic ball in, and I think Cordovez will be disappointed not to have got a better touch on that.
Justin Portillo comes across, and as Poppy Miller mentioned, that will bring up, on the last set piece, that'll bring up the two centre halves. It's Portillo. Whipped in, good header away. The volley, wide of the target. Well, the ball ends up in the back of the net. The crowd celebrate, but the flag is up, and the goal will not count. Offside.
Portillo's delivery has been fantastic on these corner kicks, especially lately. He's had a lot of them on the road in the last few games. 12 against Tampa was counted, but the Battery have been struggling to capitalize on these set pieces in the last few games. But the delivery's always on point.
Yeah, you can see on the replay they're clearly offside, Neville Hackshaw. Charleston build again. I want to mention an offer that we have for you tonight if you're watching the game. There's a discount code, Date Night. If you use it at the Charleston Battery Pro Shop, you can get 10% off anything that is for sale in the store. Again, it's Date Night, the code. And that is available to you throughout the broadcast tonight. Thanks for joining us here locally on my TV. And of course, via the web stream. Cordovez caught offside there. Here's Earl Edwards, Jr. This time goes long. Lasso directs the header down to Hackshaw. Nice pass wide to Woodbine. Woodbine tries to find the run of Van Schaik. It wasn't really on that pass. Deakin with a hand in it as the ball is won back in the midfield by Igashi. Oof, that's a bit loose from Hackshaw. Bit of space out there for Thompson. Now Neal. Klaus. Unlucky there. If you're joining us late, we had a 10-minute weather delay, which served to bring the temperatures down and wet the pitch. It's actually been perfect. No score here. Just after 10 minutes played, Charleston Battery 0, Orlando City B 0. Here's Timbo. I think we confirmed it was his booking earlier. Hines. Actually, was Hines who received the yellow card for the challenge on Igashi. Back it goes to Edwards. He's going to be under a bit of pressure here. Nicely done. Here's Hayden on the far side. Now Rocha. Hines, first time to this near side. Hooked on. That looked like it went out. The linesman missed it. Big shout from Anthony Pulis. He thought there was a foul there, but not given. As Charleston win it back in the tackle. Big clearance from Quinton Griffith, and it results in a throw-in for the Charleston Battery. Charleston head out on the road next week. They're actually going to Canada to play Toronto before returning home in a couple of weeks to take on New York Red Bulls 2. Orlando will be back home on the 2nd next weekend to host Harrisburg City Islanders. That's a 7:30 p.m. kickoff. It's Lasso for the Charleston Battery. Tries to pick out the run of Chang, who's onside. Showed too much of it to the fullback. Goal kick. Or rather, throw-in on the far side. It's a good ball from Lasso.
Was a great ball. The Battery have just been struggling lately. They've been so good getting tight and compact defensively, but they've struggled to expand in the attack. And that final ball through to the box has just been lacking, but they're spraying the ball around the field nicely.
Well, it pops out to Woodbine. He's going to try and flick it to the back post. He overhit that, and now it will be a goal kick for Earl Edwards Jr. Well, the weather kept a few of the fans away, unfortunately. but still a decent crowd have come out tonight. It's one of just 5 home games remaining for the home side. Charleston trying to press Orlando City B. Good touch from Portillo. Higashi well offside there. And Orlando can have it back. Here's Seb Hines for the visitors. Away by Mueller. Chang heads it back to Griffith. Now Cooper, who's been a spectator for the most part, hasn't he?
He hasn't had much work to do in the goal, but the play's been very in the middle of the park. But for both teams, that final ball has just been lacking to get a forward on the end of it.
Klaus. Out to Martz. Klaus again. Picks out Timbo. He's got some space if he wants to push on a little here. Goes wide to Hayden. I was at training yesterday. I think that mood in the squad lifted by the return of Romario Williams, the Jamaican striker who's on the bench tonight. Any idea if we're going to see him, though, Poppy?
They were very excited. He was excited to be back. He said that him being away with the Jamaican national team just brought more confidence to his game, and he can't wait to be back out on the field.
There's a shot from Orlando City B. No real problem there for Additional Cooper. Well, one in the air there by Hines. Got above Cordovez. Good feet from Martz. And he won't be able to catch that one. Charleston will have a throw in.
We'll have to keep our eye on Martz tonight. He's got great pace and power and is known to cut the ball back and then play a dangerous ball into the box. He got an assist recently against Cincinnati. And we're just seeing him try to cause some problems down that flank.
Woodbine has the ball. He has a long throw, but goes short this time. Off the back of the midfielder, and Charleston have it back. There's a big shout from Pulis there saying that was a foul throw, not given, and Charleston push on here. Griffith swings it across. Flag is up because Cordovez was the wrong side of the defender. He's been caught offside a couple of times tonight already. Well, I mentioned it earlier in the broadcast, but the Battery will return to MUSC Health Stadium in a couple of weeks, August 12th, to take on New York Red Bulls 2. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff. You can get tickets now at charlestonbattery.com. And the promotion that night is dollar beers. So it's always a popular night for obvious reason. Battery versus New York Red Bulls on August 12th here at MUSC Health Stadium. Hackshaw to the captain, Mueller. Griffith runs into trouble and coughs up possession. Nicely done there from Orlando City. Rocha almost got caught there, but got the ball away. Back to Earl Edwards Jr. Well up there by the big defender Lasso. Hackshaw did well to keep possession. Cross court ball looking for Cordovez, but overhit by Griffith. And it'll be a throw-in for Orlando City. Well, the ball's been pinged around at good pace, but we haven't seen the quality yet, have we?
Yes, it's been very back and forth, but still no real chances created just outside the box. There's been a lot of play in the middle, both teams switching the field very well, and this surface, of course, has a lot to do with that, with the ball pinging around.
Bit of space on the far side for the fullback, Hayden. Rocha to Timbo. Hayden again. Well won by Griffith. Hackshaw can turn if he chooses to. The skipper Mueller. Now Woodbine. Mike Anhauser, the head coach of the Charleston Battery, would say this is his first choice back four, with Mueller and Lasso there in the middle anchoring it. And the experience on the wings with Griffith and Woodbine. Lots of pace back there, particularly in the wide areas.
They've really gelled together this season. Mueller's really taken Lasso under his wing and brought him up well with the veteran back line. But Griffith and Woodbine are such a threat in the attack as well as at the back. And we'll see them get forward throughout the game and put those dangerous crosses in, or the long throws that act as set pieces.
Oh, I thought he gave it away there, Hackshaw, but he actually finds a good pass to Woodbine. Now Van Schaik. He's been playing on the periphery, really, Van Schaik, as you might expect, coming back after a long absence. It's an early ball from Chang. Martz controls, and again the flag is up, and it's another offside.
I think Cordovez really needs to keep his eye on the line. That's been several times now. The Battery are trying to play the ball forward, but he needs to be better at timing his run and pulling off that defender.
Earl Edwards Jr. to get us back underway, the goalkeeper. Griffith angles a header back to Mueller. Hooked on now to Higashi. Good covering tackle there from Seb Hines. Throw in for the home side. That's just given away there by Quinton Griffith, who turns away in disgust. That's Hines over there. Now Rocha. Timbo. Tight the shout from Mike Anhauser, but Orlando, well, they had done well to evade the press and got the pass out, but the referee decides free kick. No, he wants the ball moved a yard. Again, sometimes you look at that and you're like, where's the advantage, sir? It was Orlando who lost the momentum. There's Anthony Pulis having a chat with his players, a young coach.
He's very happy with the way his team's playing at the minute. He said that they've really gelled more than other seasons, especially with the MLS players coming in and out of the squad, and especially because the MLS players that he said he has at the minute have got a different attitude to the ones that they've had in the past, in that they are desperate to just get minutes under their belt, and they're really putting in 110%, not only in games but in practice as well.
Well, that's good to hear. Got a very good captain as well with Lewis Neal, veteran player, Englishman. Been around the league. and certainly knows what it takes to win in USL. Charleston with it here. Long ball forward. Little flick back. Good header that from Hines. Comfortable take for the goalkeeper. The game just stretching a little bit as we hit the mark that shows 20 minutes to go till the break. Klaus. Rocha. He's got Hayden wide out on the left. Still progressing forward here, Orlando City B. 3 or 4 in the middle if the cross can find them. Charleston get it away. No problem there for Hines getting above the diminutive Kotaro Higashi. Now Martz. Deakin to Rocha. Evades the tackle of Portillo. Just about gets the pass wide. Deakin on the left foot. Whipped in. A little dangerously. What's the... yeah, it's got to be a goal kick, that. Surely. Yes, says our referee. There's Mike Anhauser just hanging back in the shadows. 24 years he's been with the Charleston Battery and has been head coach since 2005. One of the more experienced coaches in USL, along with the likes of Lee Cowlishaw, Bill Betcher, and a couple of others. That's given away. And in turn, Charleston give it back. Very generous. Klaus. Deakin. Klaus looking for some movement from Martz. Charleston sitting very deep at the moment. Hayden's begging for it out on the far side. Finally, it comes out to him. Barry, Haji Barry, involved. He really hasn't had a kick yet, the striker. And in the end, Charleston will pump it away to the halfway line. Bit of miscommunication there, but Charleston win the tackle on the second attempt. Nice, oh, lovely touch there from Van Schaik, who spins away with possession. Just about gets the pass through to Higashi, who didn't put enough on the cushioned touch. Chang lets it run through his legs. And throw in Orlando City B the result.
The Battery are just really struggling to get their shape here. They can't get the ball forward enough to be able to get their shape in OCB's half and reset the formation. Instead, they're getting caught so deep they're allowing OCB to just come on the attack and keep attacking them.
Charleston been sitting back, haven't they? Now they are a team that does absorb pressure. Oftentimes will not, well, pretty much always won't have the majority of possession in a match. But they have been very deep. As that ball might find its way to the striker. It's a good save from Adisnal Cooper. The follow-up over the bar, and the result is a goal kick.
Well, here you can see the ball played in. It's a fantastic touch just to get inside of Mueller, but Cooper's quick off his line and a fantastic save from Adisnal Cooper.
Well, I said Haji Barry hasn't had a kick yet. And there he goes. Great touch onto the end of it. Got the shot away. I think it was headed in. And Cooper keeps it level at 0-0.
We'll have to keep our eye on him throughout the game. He is tied for top goal scorer for OCB with 3 goals this season. So Mueller's going to have to be careful of him getting in behind.
Cordovez runs into a bit of trouble, but gets possession back. Can he find a teammate? Still going, Cordovez. He's an awkward customer when he has the ball at his feet. But in the end, Charleston can't keep the ball in play. Lasso across on the cover, cushions it down to Woodbine. Van Schaik a bit slow to the ball. Now Martz pushes forward. Deakin. Portillo back on the cover. Neat pass out to Griffith. The counter-attack is on here. Early ball for Cordovez, who's just on the shoulder of Timbo. Will be looking to come in onto that left foot. Oh, he sets it across. The shot blocked by Griffith. And Orlando get it away. Now space for Michael Chang. Overhit the cross though. And that will run out for a goal kick. Remind you, the Battery on the road next week. We'll have that game for you live on my TV. It's a 4 o'clock kickoff from Toronto as the Battery take on Toronto FC2. And a quick turnaround for the visitors tonight, Orlando City. They take on Harrisburg on August 2nd, midweek game. 7:30 p.m. kickoff. Make sure you get out and support the boys if you're in the area. Oh, they cough up possession there, Orlando City. Higashi running right at them. Offside is going to be the decision as Cordovez slips the ball underneath Edwards, but they just didn't get that final pass right, did they?
It was a great ball through from Higashi, but again, Cordovez not keeping an eye on the timing of his run. You can see here he's going at them with pace, a fantastic ball through, but he could have done with widening out a bit before checking through the back line.
Atlanta won, Orlando won at the final from Major League Soccer's match today. Of course, the Battery, the affiliate side of Atlanta. Orlando City beat clearly the affiliate side of Orlando City. It's actually nice to watch the Orlando players here watching the MLS game on the big screen as they came out for warm-ups. Timbo plays it wide to Hayden. The visitors have it on the far side. Just over 10 minutes to go till halftime. 0-0 the score. With a couple of chances now for both teams. Well played by Hayden. Barry dispossessed. Chang to Van Schaik, and now Portillo. Clips it out to Woodbine. Mueller. That's a good ball to Van Schaik. Looks like he's gone out to the other wing for a moment. Jared Van Schaik. Lasso finds Chang. Thought better of the ball up to the strikers. I think it was a bit tight for him. Van Schaik shows his power there. Can he find the pass? He can. Chang down the line for Woodbine. Time to look up. Drives it in on the ground. Good idea. Hines got it away. Charleston can build again now with the captain, Taylor Mueller. Van Schaik can't keep that one in, so a throw in the result for Orlando City B. Here's Timbo. Back to the goalkeeper, Earl Edwards Jr. Seb Hines with time and space. It's a difficult one, that, for Deakin. And Charleston win possession back. Ten minutes to go till half time. No score here in Charleston. First place, Charleston Battery. Taking on Orlando City B this evening. That's poor, isn't it? Straight into touch. It'll be a throw-in. The quality has been up and down.
It has, and we've seen the Battery have a different style of play ever since Romario Williams hasn't been on the field. We're used to seeing them play very direct, not maintain possession, but hit on the counter-attacks. They know the pace that he has up front, but lately we've seen them trying to possess, and they've just struggled to get the ball out of their own half. They've been a step behind the ball in the back line, and it's just that final pass through that's just been missing. Cordova's been caught offside several times in this first half, and they really just have to be aware of that if they're going to get in behind the OCB back line.
Orlando enter the game in 11th position. I'll remind you, it's the top 8 teams that will advance to the postseason. Still a long way to go, really, as Woodbine just slides in, doesn't really get much on the tackle. That's a cross from Martz. For a team like Orlando, though, they need to start stringing some wins together. 3 or 4 on the bounce would really take them a long way, get them into a much better position as we approach the postseason. Good strength there from Klaus to hold off Higashi. Hayden. Klaus with space. Barry with a touch. Well, it was just a bit too intricate, really. Looked like Higashi got fouled there. The referee allows play to continue. There's an advantage for Charleston. Chang slows it up. Cordovez needs to get back on side. First time ball from Portillo. That's superb. Space on the far side for Griffith. In it comes. Headed away by Orlando. Stop the pass is the shout from the coach. It's Woodbine. Down the line for Woodbine. Offside again. Well, I tell you what, I can't remember the last time we had so many offsides here at MUSC Health Stadium. Certainly not this season.
And OCB doing so well to get numbers back behind the ball. They're really bringing the Battery to a halt when they're trying to counter-attack. The Battery just aren't being quick enough in the transition to get those numbers forward. And I can imagine Coach Anhauser and the team are going to be frustrated with the amount of offsides that they've been in this first half.
Gustavo Solario, the head man tonight, the referee. He's the man in the middle. He's had to blow his whistle quite a lot this evening. There's Chang for the Battery. Can he keep possession? Not quite. Van Schaik the closest over there. Slides in, and does he win the tackle? Yes. And again. Lusty challenge from the former captain.
Just really shows his experience there. Commitment to the ball, but again, the Battery giving it away with that final pass forward.
Coughing up possession. That will be a concern for the head coach, Mike Anhauser. Just over 5 minutes to go till the break. Charleston 0, Orlando City B 0. And at that 5-minute mark, that will cue an exit from Poppy Miller. Thanks, Poppy. We'll speak to you after the break. Poppy's going to head down to the sideline. With a bit of luck, she'll get a comment from one of the head coaches if there's time. Off goes Poppy. Thanks, Poppy. Anthony Pulis and Mike Anhauser down there, the two men in charge on the sidelines. Charleston cough up possession again. Barry leaves it. It's a throw in here for Orlando City. Orlando on the front foot. Angle ball into Barry. Oh, he turns past Mueller. It was brilliant from the striker, but the final pass just off target. And Charleston managed to get it away. Turn Mueller inside out there. Superb. Still Orlando pushing forward. There's a header away from the captain, Taylor Mueller. Cordovez keeps possession. When I say that, he gives it away. Inviting pressure here. That one will curl high and wide. It'll be a goal kick for the Battery. Well, I think we got a shot of one of our cameras getting a smack. It is a dangerous profession, this, if you're a cameraman. Not sure you quite saw it there. But you got a foot in the face from Neville Hackshaw. I'm looking down at him, he's fine. Lovely footwork from Michael Chang. Woodbine, I think, could have pushed on there, but instead he goes backwards. And this half is just coming to a close, isn't it? A couple of minutes to go. Well, finally, here come the fullbacks. It's Griffith flying forward, whips it across. It takes a deflection, and it'll be a corner kick for the Charleston Battery. First time we've really seen Griffith open up with his pace. Where is that number 11? Quinton Griffith, Antigua and Barbuda man. Some encouragement there from Jared Van Schaik. The ball out on the far side means Michael Chang's going to go across and take it. Up come Lasso and Taylor Mueller. Van Schaik's a big boy as well. Charleston towering now in the box. 4 of them above 6'2". It's sent into the back post. It's up and away though. And the foul committed by Portillo as he tussled for the ball at the edge of the 18-yard box. And Orlando City can breathe a sigh of relief. I'll remind you, you're watching this game on WCIV TV Charleston, South Carolina. My TV Charleston, your home for Charleston Battery Soccer in 2017. Thanks for joining us. Stay with us at the break. When we come back from commercials, we'll be joined by Sarah Cardamone, the Director of Marketing for the Charleston Battery, to talk about some of the stuff that's happening around the community and the Charleston Battery, plus a preview of the next game. Here's a chance. Edwards Jr. got the save in. Well played. stuck his arm up and blocked that shot from Evio Cordovez that looked like it was going in. Brilliant, really, from Earl Edwards Jr. Keeping an eye on the fourth official so we can see how much time is going to be added on. There won't be too much. We really had a stoppage. Charleston clear to the halfway line. Good touch from Portillo. Is there time for one last push forward? Well, the answer's no, because the Battery give away possession. The referee says, well, that's enough, boys. Half-time whistle. And it's 0-0 after 45 minutes. I'm just looking down at the sideline, and I think Poppy Miller is going to catch up here with the head coach of Orlando City B, Anthony Pulis. We'll just give her a second to get her earpiece in so she can talk back to us. Let's send it down to Poppy Miller.
Coach, you said before the game, coming into this game with 2 weeks off wasn't ideal. How impressed are you with the way they played in the first half and held the possession?
Yeah, no, I think we've shown glimpses of what we're about. I think we've had the majority of the ball. We've moved it around nicely, but we just need to be a little bit more positive with it. If we can be a little bit more positive, a little bit quicker with it, be a little bit more clinical in the final third, hopefully then we'll cause them some more problems. And
what will you be saying to them at half-time to get them rallied up to come back out and play against in the second half?
Exactly that. I mean, I think what you've seen, we want to possess the ball, but it has to be with a purpose. And we want to go forward and we want to try and see if we can break their lines a little bit quicker, but also be proactive and make sure we're ready for the counter-attack.
Brilliant. Thank you, Coach.
Cheers. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Poppy. And thank you, Anthony Pulis. And we'll keep an eye on exactly what he says there in the second half. "45 minutes in, no score here at MUSC Health Stadium. Good first half, though, with a couple of chances. Probably the best chance for the Battery coming right there at the end of the first half when Cordovez saw his shot saved by Earl Edwards Jr., who was exposed. Had to come out off his line, but Cordovez couldn't get the ball past him and into what would have been an empty net. I'll remind you to stay with us. We're going to go to break in just a second. When we come back, Sarah Cardamone, the Director of Marketing at the Charleston Battery, will join us here in the broadcast booth. We'll take a look at what's happening around the world of Charleston Battery and also preview the next couple of games, including that big home game in a couple of weeks when the Battery hosts New York Red Bulls 2. The fans happy, and the weather has cleared up, thankfully. I just had a quick look at the radar. I think we're going to be okay for the rest of the night. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Stay with us. Halftime here at MUSC Health Stadium. The score after 45 minutes, Charleston Battery 0, Orlando City B 0.
12 extra channels is more, but 46 extra channels is much, much more. With Home Telecom, you can channel more, internet more, automate more, security more, and gigabit more. Much, much more. How's that for living life ahead with Home Telecom?
You have a plan. Where to live, where to work, where to go on vacation. But when the unexpected happens, where do you go? How about down the street to MUSC Health Centers to practice disease prevention and promote wellness and offer urgent care and after-hours treatment, all connected to one of the top academic medical centers in the country with the most advanced medicine and technology, giving you access to healthcare leaders who work with your doctor to bring the best medicine closer to you.
What the road demands, the GS delivers. Experience high performance through high technology in the Lexus GS 350 and GS Turbo. See your Lexus dealer.
When you combine home security with smart technology, you get Home Smart by Home Telecom. Manage your home and keep it safe wherever you are with local support and competitive prices. Live life ahead with Home Smart by Home Telecom.
See your Lexus dealer. Some things are simply impossible to ignore. Strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid. The SUV that dares to go beyond utility. See your Lexus dealer. Experience the first ever 471 horsepower Lexus LC500 or the multi-stage hybrid LC500H. See your Lexus dealer.
Welcome back to MUSC Health Stadium. Halftime here in Charleston, South Carolina. It was a bit wet earlier, but the weather's moved on, and the game underway, no problem. We had a slight delay, 10-minute delay to kick off, but no problem for the rest of the night. It's Andrew Bell with Sarah Cardamone, the Director of Marketing at the Charleston Battery. Sarah, thanks for joining us, as always. First of all, I think tonight we want to talk about the community event that the Battery is involved with, which is Sponsor a Stud.
Yeah, we've teamed up with Habitat for Humanity of Berkeley County to help them build a new community center out in Moncks Corner. Every Battery player has a stud that they've signed and written little messages on, and if you make a donation to the community center, you get to sign it right next to your favorite Battery player, and the studs will obviously be up in the community center for the whole time the center stands. So it's a pretty cool project that we got to be involved with. We're really excited about it. They're at the game today, Habitat, so they're collecting donations now, and they'll be back on August 12th. So if you're at that game, you can come out and make a donation.
I'll tell you what, they're a clever bunch, aren't they? That was one of the players writing something in French. I think, who was that, Anunga?
Yeah, Ta. That's his first language, so he wrote a little message in French.
It's a great promotion, and one of the cool things is they're going to be building soccer fields up there. So once that's done, the Battery players, I'm sure Sarah will make sure that we get them up there, and they'll be teaching the kids soccer. While we have time, let's turn our attention to the next home game, which is New York Red Bulls 2 in a couple of weeks, and it's Dollar Beer Night.
Yeah, it's our last Dollar Beer Night of the year, so it's definitely one that you guys at home would want to come out to. Hendrick Lexus Dollar Beer Night. We'll be serving dollar beers all night. We're also doing a little giveaway at the gates. I think it's Lexus Thunder Sticks to the first 500 fans through the gates, and it's jersey night. So if you wear any soccer jersey, you'll get a discount in the pro shop on a new Charleston Battery jersey. So lots of fun stuff happening on August 12th. Come on, hey, I'll wear my Reading jersey and I'll get a Battery one. I'll trade it in for something a bit better. And there you can see, just as Sarah was saying, now there is an away game first, which is Toronto FC2 next weekend. We'll have that game for you on television, correct? Yep, we'll be here, and I'm going to call the game with you, so I'm really excited about it. Come on, Sarah Cardamone, who does play for the Charleston Fleet, whose season just wrapped up. But again, the Battery back home in a couple of weeks to take on New York Red Bulls 2. And it's been a bit of a rivalry, that game against New York, hasn't it? Yeah, and they took all 3 points from us earlier in the season back in May. So it's definitely one that I know Coach Anhauser will have the boys excited for. We need 3 points from that one for sure. Well, Sarah works very hard to make sure the stands are packed. It was a bit unlucky tonight because of the rain, but Dollar Beer Night is always a good one. So if you're in the area, make sure you come out, support the boys, have some cheap beers. I'll be there. Sarah will be there as well. And again, that's in 2 weeks' time here at MUSC Health Stadium. All right, thank you, Sarah. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, more from halftime here at MUSC Health Stadium. Charleston Battery 0, Orlando City 0.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Find fun activities to do, like boating and biking, or camping and hiking, plus much more. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Attendance numbers have been impressive, fan bases have been strengthened, and the newest club to join the USL has been announced. In a press conference, USL President Jake Edwards announced Fresno Football Club is set to join the league for the 2018 season.
It's great to finally be here, representing the league and our Chief Executive Officer, Alec Papadakis, as we welcome another fantastic professional soccer club into our league and a fantastic new community into our USL family. My great pleasure on behalf of Alec Papadakis and the USL family to officially welcome Fresno into the USL for the 2018 season.
Well, good morning, everybody. I'd like to start off by saying that the World Cup is coming next year, and so is Fresno Football Club. Good timing. When people come to a game, I'm hoping to pack this stadium out, that they're going to look forward to it, they're going to get behind the team. It's going to be a great thing for the city of Fresno.
Really need your support to make this work. I think the turnout today has shown that the passion's there. I'm excited about it. Go FFC. Let's go.
Fans can find more information and reserve season tickets at FresnoFC.com. For USL Network, I'm Morgan Conklin.
I'm a retired school psychologist, and helping people was my thing.
I was very independent and thought I could take care of myself. I fell, and I had to have Meals on Wheels.
After my stroke, when Meals on Wheels started, I was on the other end of the stick, so to speak.
Meals on Wheels, coming to my door as someone who's housebound, having someone check on me, assures me that I'm not forgotten.
Meals on Wheels has given me a mode of freedom that I wouldn't have otherwise.
We're the clients.
We are the clients.
We are the clients of Meals on Wheels.
America, let's do lunch.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
What the road demands, the GS delivers. Experience high performance through high technology in the Lexus GS 350 and GS Turbo. See your Lexus dealer.
12 extra channels is more, but 46 extra channels is much, much more. With Home Telecom, you can channel more, internet more, automate more, security more, and gigabit more. Much, much more. How's that for living life ahead with Home Telecom?
See your Lexus dealer.
You have a plan. Where to live, where to work, where to go on vacation. But when the unexpected happens, where do you go? How about down the street to MUSC Health Centers that practice disease prevention and promote wellness and offer urgent care and after-hours treatment, all connected to one of the top academic medical centers in the country with the most advanced medicine and technology, giving you access to healthcare leaders who work with your doctor to bring the best medicine closer to you.
Some things are simply impossible to ignore. Strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid. The SUV that dares to go beyond utility. See your Lexus dealer.
Charleston, South Carolina has been captivating people for more than 300 years. Is it our expertly preserved antebellum architecture? Our warm southern hospitality? Our delicious low-country cuisine? Our soul-stirring coastal landscape? Whatever it is, Charleston exudes a gravitational pull as the one destination you absolutely, positively must visit.
Well, we're live from Charleston, South Carolina at MUSC Health Stadium, the home of Charleston Battery, since 1999, and we are very close to what will be the second half kickoff. 0-0 after 45 minutes. And I think we've got time to take a look at a couple of highlights from the first half. Well, this was a chance that came through to Hackshaw. He scores it, but the flag was up. He was well offside there, no problem for the linesman. At the other end, Berry gets his shot away. Good save by Cooper to deny him. Probably the best chance for Orlando in the game. Great little driving run here from Magashi, but the run from Cordovez was just too early. He was offside. All right, I think I'm just looking down, and Poppy Miller has got Mike Anhauser with her. Let's send it down to Poppy Miller on the sideline.
Thanks, Andrew. Coach Anhauser, you talked about the importance of this game this week. The players came in with very high energy, but you struggled to get the ball outside their box and a lot of offsides. What has to change to get behind the OCB back line?
Yeah, I think we have to work on our timing. We have to make that extra pass. If we can connect one more pass and then play it in and then do it a little sooner, we're going to be okay. But we seem to be a step behind right now. But we talked about it and see if these guys can pick it up.
And the Battery's top goal scorer, Romario Williams, is back. Can we expect to see any changes at this time?
Yeah, I mean, we'll make some changes. We still want to be smart and make sure we're good, but obviously Romario's going to be ready to go, and we'll try to get him in here as soon as we can.
Brilliant. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Back to you, Andrew.
Investigative journalism from Poppy Miller. It sounds like Romario's going to play this evening, so well done, Poppy. And we'll keep an eye on that. Again, Romario Williams available off the bench tonight. I know a lot of the fans would love to see him. Wouldn't mind seeing him play again myself. Enjoyed watching him for the Reggae Boys in the Gold Cup. Scored a couple of nice goals. I thought he did very well as Tampa's Damien Lowe, the son of a Nandi Lowe. He was superb for Jamaica, anchoring that back line. All right, Orlando in the white with the purple trim. They're going to get us back underway for the start of the second half. Away we go. Charleston in the black and yellow. They're going from left to right in the second half. We're live on My TV Charleston and, of course, on the USL webcast. Thanks for joining us. Earl Edwards Jr. pumps it downfield. Here's Barry. Runs into a problem there, and Rocha can rebuild for Orlando City. Switch to the far side. Hines angles it forward. Good challenge from the captain, Taylor Mueller. Unlucky there. Oh, he kept it in play, but he only got it as far as Portillo. And there goes the offside run of Cordova. I tell you what, he's having a bit of a stinker tonight with his offsides. That's probably 6 times now. It was a good first touch from Higashi, but he'd already strayed beyond that last shoulder. Poppy Miller's going to make her way back upstairs. She'll be with us in just a couple of minutes. Won't be available next week, Poppy. It'll be Sarah Cardamone who joins us as the analyst in that game. And Cordovez has gone down here. Let's hope he's okay. He's stayed down. Play continues. Looks like he's holding his right thigh. So Charleston down to 10 players for a second. Now the ball into touch will allow the athletic trainer on if he's needed. It's Bobby Weissenberger of MUSC Health Sports Medicine. And while we have a second, let me remind you that you can stay up to date on all the latest USL news and information from around the league. Tune into USL Coast to Coast with Mike Watts, Mondays at 9 o'clock Eastern on Sirius XM FC. That's channel 85. Also, don't forget, Sirius XM FC will air the USL Game of the Week. Check uslsoccer.com for dates and times. Soccer fans, Nike is an official sponsor of the USL. For more information, visit nikesoccer.com. And I'll remind you that the USL is one of the most prominent second division professional leagues in the world, featuring some of the game's top talent and rising stars. Stay up to date with all the latest league news and information by visiting uslsoccer.com, and you can follow them on Twitter at USL. Well, let's see if we can't get another look at the foul that brought the big man down. Across he comes. Well, it was Seb Hines who just clashed with him, almost like they went hip to hip, and you can see Cordovez just holding that right hip. Poppy Miller's back with us now in the broadcast booth. I'll give you a second to catch your breath. But I thought that was a great question. You asked Mike Anhauser, are we going to see Romario Williams? And he said, yeah, just basically yes was the answer, wasn't it?
I think he's just trying to give him a bit of extra rest just from the travel that he's had. But at the same time, the Battery players are all in the same boat with 3 games in 7 days. And I think they're missing Romario Williams out there tonight. So hopefully we can see him back and see the new dance moves that he's had since he's been away with Jamaica, his goal celebration moves.
Yeah, after they beat Mexico, he was caught on camera doing some sort of dance, which apparently Poppy's going to do with him at some point for Battery TV, so stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned, but hopefully we'll see it here first tonight. He said we'll see it here at the Battery, so fingers crossed.
All right, there to be one in the midfield. Cordovez can't keep possession. And Orlando City B have it back. Clowes sends it forward. There's a touch from Thompson. Now Rocha to Thompson. Trying to find Barry, who slipped at the vital moment. Chang hooks it away. Van Schaik can't get there, but Hackshaw can. And now Higashi with space. Rolls it forward for the big man, Eviel Cordovez. Turns and has a look up. Trying to get himself into shooting range. He got that left-footed shot away, but well over the bar. And the result, a goal kick.
And here we'll see again, he does well to set himself up. He just leans back a bit too far as he strikes the ball. And no problem for Edwards in goal.
Well, Edwards Jr. there in the orange jersey. Well, tonight, if you go to the Charleston Battery Pro Shop online and use the discount code Date Night, which is the promotion tonight at the stadium, you can get 10% off anything in the store, including those black and yellow jerseys. And there's O'Brien Woodbine wearing his. Again, the promotion tonight, a 10% discount in the Pro Shop using the code Date Night. Throw in for the Battery as Romario Williams starts to limber up down on the sideline. The former Harbour View man, national team player for the Reggae Boys. On loan from Atlanta United this year for the Charleston Battery. I think Cordovez was offside again there. His head's just dropped. I think in the knowledge that he's probably going to be pulled off in a few minutes. Just struggled with the high line that Orlando City have played tonight.
And he's trying to draw them out by hanging on that last defender, but he's got to be so careful and remember to check to the ball before it's played through. Because I can imagine his teammates are getting quite frustrated with the amount of offsides called.
Well, he went into that challenge, a full-blooded challenge there, and he wins a free kick right at the top of the 18-yard box. Now, this could be interesting. It's perfect, really, for a Justin Portillo. That's going to be a booking, isn't it, as the player threw the ball away.
A bit of gamesmanship there. Unnecessary, but just giving everyone a chance to get back in defensive shape. You can see Woodbine stepping up.
It was Timbo who chucked it away there, but he didn't get booked.
It's perfect Portillo range, and we'll keep our eye on Forrest Lasso and Taylor Mueller in the box.
It's a free kick here for the Battery. Portillo and Chang over it. Or Portillo and Woodbine over it, I should say. As Charleston prepare a sub, but it's going to wait till after the free kick. It swung into the middle, headed away by Orlando. Chang loops it to the back post and headed over the bar by Forrest Lasso.
And here's the change that we've all been waiting for. Romario Williams returns back to the Battery.
Yep, there he is. And is it a straight swap? I think it is. Eviel Cordovez will make way for Romario Williams, the Jamaican striker, who leads USL with 14 goals on the season. He's also scored a couple for the Reggae Boys this year, having probably, well, certainly a career season. Let's see if he's up for the game tonight. He has been traveling and playing a lot of games recently, but here he comes.
I managed to catch up with him this week, and he just talked about his excitement being back here at the Battery and getting back with his teammates. He's watched all the games on the road and said it's just that final pass and that final shot that's just been missing. We've just been a hair away in the last few games, and he's here and back and wants to make that difference.
Charleston send it long. That will be a throw-in for the visitors.
It'll be interesting to see how much confidence this brings to his team as well. They know where he wants the ball. They know they can thread it through in front of him, and he has the pace and the confidence to take defenders on. He's so strong on the ball, but what's most dangerous is just his ability to find the goal from anywhere. Even with his back to it, he sets himself up in great positions.
There he goes, pressuring the keeper, but it comes back nicely to Timbo. Chips it forward. Barry with a nice first touch. Should be one back there by Charleston. Well, it's given away by Chang. There was a bit of miscommunication. Given away in turn by Orlando City B. Here's Griffith. Finds the feet of Portillo. Swept out to the far side to Woodbine. Van Schaik. The big switch to Griffith on this near side. Chan can't keep that in play. And it'll be a throw-in, rather, for Orlando City. Good footwork there from Rocha. And he got clipped by Michael Chang. Which means free kick for Orlando City. Hayden takes it short. Rocha. Timbo across to Hines. Rocha. Now Hayden. Telegraph that one. Charleston cough up possession quickly. Good spell of possession this for Orlando. Oh, Mueller just jumped into that a little bit. Across it comes. That's dangerous. The shot is not dangerous, though. Over the bar for a goal kick. I thought the referee may have blown his whistle there for that challenge by the captain, Mueller.
OCB did well to see the gaps in the Battery backline. They've really got to try and stay condensed, especially at this stage in the game, 0-0. But they're doing well to find their way through the gaps and in behind.
Battery back home on August 12th to take on New York Red Bulls 2, a 7 o'clock kickoff. And as Sarah mentioned at the break, it's dollar beer night. So get your tickets early. It's always a big crowd for that promotion. And you can buy your tickets right now at charlestonbattery.com. Hackshaw for Charleston. Switches it to Griffith. Good first touch to Chang. Chang cuts inside his man. Still going. Finds Quinton Griffith. Appeals for handball, not given. The cross to the back post, headed away by Orlando. And then launched forward, and Charleston will gather up the second ball. Portillo has it under his spell. Here's Mueller, rather. Really done a good job captaining the side this year, marshalling his players.
He's been so consistent and just really brings a sense of calmness to the back line. You can see how well he commands them. And him paired up with Cooper and Griffith and Woodbine on the wings that are attacking threat forward. They've been a good combination this year.
Griffith just about kept that going. He found Higashi finally. Oh, that's a nice ball by Higashi. Griffith tried to put that through the legs of the defender. Now clips it out to the far side. Nice weight on that pass. Woodbine has his cross blocked behind. It'll be a corner kick for Charleston. Portillo trots over to take it.
It's looking positive from the Battery. We're seeing the outside backs get forward and create problems down the flanks. And they're just putting the defenders under pressure. You can see them keeping command of Romario Williams. And it's just opening up some gaps.
Whipped in by Portillo, away by the first man. Sent wide again, but Woodbine's going to have to chase that himself. And that's good defending, isn't it? That'll be a throw-in for Orlando City. Well, we're about at the hour mark now at MUSC Health Stadium. If you're joining us late, we had a 10-minute weather delay because of severe weather in the area. Thankfully, no more. Really, 10 minutes, not much of an inconvenience when you consider some of the delays we've had to deal with over the course of the season. Made the surface very greasy as well, which has been good for the game. Charleston send it long. Romario Williams heads it wide. It was Hackshaw actually. That's Williams on the ball now. Finds a teammate in Portillo. Woodbine. Charleston send it back and across as they switch to this near side. It's Taylor Mueller. Griffith. Chang. Good footwork. Has to tackle to win possession back. Griffith got caught. Referee says play on. I'm hearing there might be another change for the Battery with Van Schaik, I think, just running out of steam over on that wing there. Good work from the defender there, Forrest Lasso. He's just too strong for the Orlando man. And will that bring the change? I'm hearing it's going to be Lagos Kunga to come into the match with Van Schaik making way. Kunga on loan from Atlanta United.
Yes, he's played with the Battery several times now. He's been fantastic. He really has a street style of play on the ball and is very creative, but it's really his pace that sets him apart from other people, and nightmare for the defender. And he just takes that extra touch. It'll be interesting to see him and Romario Williams up top together in their dynamic off and on the ball.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. He's a promising young athlete, young soccer player on loan from Atlanta United. At the moment, it's Orlando City with possession. Thompson. Bit too clever with that pass. Charleston cut it out. Chang hooks it on. Hooked away in turn. Kunga. Can't find a teammate. Mueller across on the cover. Oh, lovely touch from Chang. Well, surely that's a free kick. Wow. Well, the referee saw it differently. Looked like Chang got his heels clipped there, but it's going to be a throw-in, I believe. Let's have a look.
He can see again.
Oh, clear foul.
Just wiped out, and even the Orlando players are confused with the decision given.
Well, we all make mistakes, and We'll give him one mistake. How about that? Orlando City with possession. 64th minute. No score. Charleston 0, Orlando 0. Charleston work it out to this near side. Griffith looking for the little give and go there. I think Chang's going to lose possession though. Hayden too strong for him.
Mueller does well to just redirect the ball. He's been fantastic at covering. Just really moving out of position, but being aware of who's around him and having the confidence to do so.
I'm hearing that Louisville City are 1-0 up on New York. We'll keep an eye on that game. That will have implications for the USL Eastern Conference table, particularly if the Battery can't find a goal. Cincinnati tied 1-1 in Rochester. There's a foul. Be a free kick for Louisville. Frustration evident, isn't there? On the when the coaches get frustrated like that, you know the referee's having a bad day. St. Louis 1-0 up over Richmond. Tampa Bay beating Pittsburgh 1-0 at the moment. All happening around the Eastern Conference. Charlotte, of course, the closest team to the Battery in the standings. Louisville, by the way, with 3 games in hand over Charleston. Ottawa beating Toronto. No real surprise there. Toronto struggling a little bit this year. We'll see if the Battery can continue to help them struggle along next weekend. We'll have that game, the Saturday night game for you. Actually a 4 o'clock kickoff, isn't it? But we'll have it here on MyTV and via the Charleston Battery website. Well, let's hope that young man is okay. Danny Deacon, just a bit worrying the way they're looking at that knee, to be honest with you. Disno Cooper has made a couple of saves. He certainly hasn't been a passenger tonight. He's been involved.
Super Cooper, as the fans call him. I could hear them chanting his name when I went down for the interviews. One of the fan favourites. This is his 5th season with the Battery, and he really does just bring so much confidence to the team from the back. He commands the back line so well, and that's what you need, especially with set pieces and corner kicks, is somebody with a great view from the back telling everybody who's marked and who's not. And that's the breakdown we had with Tam Backus in goal with the last game.
Great run there from the fullback Hayden, but his cross will run out to the far side. Woodbine with it. Brings it inside to Justin Portillo. Now Hackshaw. Backwards from Hackshaw to Mueller. And that will be a throw-in for Charleston Battery. Still plenty of time here. We're only halfway through the second half. It's 0-0. Everything to play for. Well, I think Deacon may still be struggling. Just looking at the athletic trainer looking to come on again. Charlotte won 4-0 the afternoon, which means, or this evening rather, that they are tied now with the Battery at the top of the Eastern Conference.
And what a few weeks it has been for the Independents, coming from bottom of the league to top of the league. They've been on a fantastic winning streak, and it won't be long till the Battery host the Independents here. And then, of course, the last game of the season is away at Charlotte.
Undefeated in 10 games, Charlotte. Really, as you said, a very, very good spell for them. They beat Bethlehem Steel this afternoon. And, well, they're 1 point back from the Charleston Battery as it stands. And that, of course, would depend on what happens here this evening. If the Battery tie here, 0-0, if this score stays the same, the Battery would just have their noses in front. But Charlotte with 2 games in hand. Fascinating the way it's playing out this year. Still plenty of time here, though, at MUSC Health Stadium. 0-0 with 20 minutes to go. Hackshaw with it for the Charleston Battery. Now Lasso. Takunga. Dribbles forward. Found Igashi, who gave it away. Charleston will win it back in the tackle. Portillo picks out Griffith on this near side. Oh, lovely footwork from Griffith. Finally tackled, and Orlando just about get it away.
That just shows the confidence that Griffith has to be able to do that footwork in the box with that amount of defenders around him. He was unlucky to lose it, but he's such a technical player.
Well, Williams has made that run off the shoulder. He's in space with the ball here on this near side. Now into the box, to the byline, squares it. Is there a chance? Kunga can't get the shot away. Chang can't catch onto the loose ball, and it all comes to nothing. That little bit of pace from Williams making the difference.
And OCB again just clustering the box, getting numbers back behind the ball and just making it so difficult for the Battery to find a path through.
Now Orlando can push forward themselves with Hayden on this near side. To Thompson, now Rocha. And again. Little chip forward. Griffith will have the pace to win that one. But that's a poor ball from Quinton Griffith. Charleston win it back in the tackle. Well, you could see what Romario Williams was thinking there, but he didn't pull it off. Watched Charlotte play a few times over the last few weeks, and I'll tell you what, they are in very good form. Dispatching Bethlehem Steel by 4-0 today.
And having so much confidence. You can see it in the league standings every week, just creeping up. They've been knocking away at teams, and they've really gelled so well together. It's going to be a great matchup between them and the Battery.
It was a good result. Lee Cowlishaw's Richmond Kickers held them to a 0-0 tie last week, as Woodbine tries to assert himself but ends up conceding a free kick.
And here you can see again Woodbine just commits to the challenge.
That's not a free kick down in Jamaica, by the way. 73rd minute, Charleston Battery 0, Orlando City B 0. Both teams looking for a winner. Dikwa on for Orlando City as Williams holds up possession at the halfway line. He was fouled there. Charleston want to take it quickly. Oh, the referee's going to pull it back. Come on, ref. Let the game go. Hackshaw. Out to Griffith. Wide to Chang. Round the outside to the run of Hackshaw. Finds Chang. Now Griffith overlapping. Early ball. It takes a deflection. Volleyed away. Positive from the home side, who keep possession with Woodbine. Now Williams. Well, he just ran out of space, and that one will run away. He's just holding his boot there. It was Lagos Kunga, rather, and that will be a goal kick for Orlando City.
I think one player to keep an eye on this game is Justin Portillo. He's the unsung hero of the Battery team at the minute. Everything in the middle goes through him, and if you just watch his movement off the ball, he's always in a position in the middle to receive the ball from his teammates and always looking for that easy pass. Very rarely gives the ball away, and such a vital piece for the attacking threat, especially linking up with Romario Williams and Kunga up top.
15 minutes to play here. No score. You can see how the field's cut up. As I mentioned, we had some rain this afternoon, which really made it a great surface for the players. Oh, Kunga's going to get called for a free kick there. A little bit unfortunate, but Rocha knew what he was doing. Went down with the contact. Did he get the ball here? Got the player too.
A bit of both there.
Hackshaw strong in the challenge. Oh, the referee didn't like that tackle though. Oh, what's he doing now? Orlando wanted to get it moving, but he's going to make them bring it back.
Here you can see again, Hackshaw just gets sandwiched.
He's been blowing his whistle too much, Gustavo Solario, the referee this evening, for my liking anyway. 15 minutes to play and everything to play for. Charleston chop it away to the halfway line. It's Williams who has it. Waits for his teammates. Can't find him in the pass though. Back it comes to Lasso. Portillo back to Lasso again. The game slowed to a walking pace now. Additional Cooper involved. To the captain, Taylor Mueller. Portillo allowed to take possession. That's poor from Portillo. That's not like him. Woodbine really with no chance to get that one under his spell. There's a second ball on the field, which the referee, for some reason, hasn't noticed. He's looking right at it. There it goes into touch. Dequart with a touch back into the midfield. Chance for a cross. Lusty challenge from Woodbine. He got the ball though.
Woodbine not taking any prisoners.
It's a poor clearance from Woodbine straight to Orlando City. This has been better from the visitors over the last 5 minutes. They're keeping Charleston Battery on the back foot here. We're live at MUSC Health Stadium in Charleston. That's a poor ball. And that's one in turn. The quality just lacking at the moment. It's Kunga there who gave it away for Charleston. And I don't think Hayden will catch up to that, which means goal kick. I'm just wondering whether the surface, although it was very quick with that rain, is just a bit heavy and the players feeling it.
I think they're both in a similar boat. The Battery coming off 3 games in 7 days, but Orlando also not had a game in 2 weeks. That affects both teams' match fitness. But again, the Battery just struggling to get shape and composure in the attack and just giving the ball away too much, giving Orlando the chance to counter.
The rain's coming down now in Charleston as that one runs out to the far side. It's going to be kept in play here. Can he find Dequa at the near post? No, it's punched away by Cooper, but that will be a goal kick, rather a corner kick for the visitors, Orlando City B. Well, this is a chance for Orlando. They haven't had too much offensively in the second half, but with the right delivery, this could be a problem. Thompson whips it in. Punched away. Headed clear now, not fully away. Shot is blocked and over the bar in the end on the rebound. And Charleston just hanging on. 10 minutes to play now.
And here you can see in the replay, the Battery just struggling to mark up OCB. They've struggled in the box marking players. A goal from the Riverhounds last game came from the same way. They really need to be the first ones to the ball, especially when that much of a threat is on.
There's a strike from distance. It strikes Forrest Lasso. And that will bring up another corner kick for the visitors. And again, Thompson trots over there to take it. Disno Cooper trying to get his players set here. An in-swinger from that far side. What's the referee saying here? Not happy with something. Bit of a joke between Woodbine and Neal. A laugh. Whipped in. Good header away by Lasso. Volleyed back in. Woodbine gets his head in the way. And finally launched clear by Justin Portillo. Can Williams get on the end of it? He cannot. Well, the last 10 minutes or so, Poppy, it's been all Orlando City, hasn't it?
It has. The Battery just struggling to get the ball out of their own half and get numbers forward. They're defending so deep, and that's just allowing OCB to carry on attacking and to get numbers forward.
Seb Hines to get us back underway. Wearing those Umbro shoes. Clips it downfield. That's comfortable, isn't it, for Adisno Cooper? Is there a hero tonight? Both teams would love to get all 3 points. Good touch there from Hackshaw. Portillo sends it early long. Chang, lovely first touch. Running at the defenders. The shot blocked. Maybe another chance. It's over the bar. It came off Orlando on the way through, and it'll be a corner kick.
That was a fantastic run by Chang. You can just see his great touch on the ball. Orlando doing so well to get numbers back behind the ball.
Brilliant tackle from Hines to get across. This is a chance for the home side. Rain coming down. It's Chang with that in-swinging corner kick. Lasso at the back post. Comes in at pace, it's off the line. Not fully away yet. Portillo with it. Now Higashi. Not the best cross from Higashi. It's blocked down, and the counter-attack is on now. Well, that's a that's a clear foul by Kunga. He's going to get booked. Looked like he had the shirt of the Orlando player. I think he's given it to the wrong player. He has. He's given it to Quinton Griffith. Well, unless I had that wrong, it looked like Kunga was the one doing the tackling, but Griffith is booked. See if we can have a look at that replay, perhaps, and clear that one up. Not sure if we're going to get a look at that foul. Let's have a look. That's Kunga, isn't it, chasing back? There's the foul. That's clear. Not sure what the referee's thinking. He's looking right at his number.
And Griffith was nowhere near at that time.
Oh, that's poor, honestly. I'm not sure whether that can be appealed. Maybe it can be because it's a clear case of mistaken identity. Unless we missed something. Maybe Griffith turned around and had a shout at him.
By the reactions from the Battery, it was the wrong player taken.
Another look at this. Well, there's the foul. Griffith comes across. It's not him doing the pulling. Ball comes into the middle. Charleston volley it clear. Not the best clearance from Portillo. 5 minutes to play here. Nice flick there from Orlando City B. Charleston clip it to the halfway line. Rocha with it. Now Thompson. Woodbine, full-blooded tackle. Timbo for Orlando City. Thompson. Hayden gives it away. And that'll be a free kick for the Battery. Yellow, the shout from the crowd. That doesn't deserve a yellow card either. Thumping clearance from Woodbine. I'm not sure Williams what. You know what? He's going to get there, Romario Williams. Runs into a bit of trouble down in the corner. And Orlando clear it again. It's really been all Orlando City in the last 15 minutes.
The Battery just look a step behind play all the time. That could be to do with tired legs from the difficult schedule they've had, not only on the field, but travelling-wise as well.
Cross flicked away by Mueller. Oh, unlucky there. The shot driven in, but wide of the target. Goal kick. Heavy conditions now with the rain. Thompson swings it across. Good touch there from Mueller. Can the Battery string a couple of passes together? Here's Portillo. Finds Kunga. Great pace from the youngster, and he's away from the defender. He's got options on the wide with Higashi. Kunga again, allowed to turn in the box. To the byline. Drives it wide. Goal kick. We're going to see a couple of late changes here with both coaches, I think.
It was a fantastic run by Kunga. Just a give and go from Higashi, and takes it to the byline, tries to get the negative ball back.
That shot wasn't really on, was it, from that angle? Anunga's coming on now for Chang. And Schweitzer, Jordan Schweitzer into the game for Orlando City. I think both coaches just trying to inject some fresh legs into the match for the last couple of minutes. plus stoppage time, of course, so probably about 5 minutes to play. Ref hasn't really covered himself in glory tonight, but some of the quality on the pitch from the players hasn't been the best either. Challenging conditions, I think you would say. Charleston dig in. Rocha feels that contact, goes down. It's going to be a free kick. And that gets Mike Anhauser up off the bench.
We often see that from Anunga in the first 5 minutes that he's on. He just likes to let the player know that he's there. You can see him just tag team here.
Battery just hanging on to first place in the East right now with the way the scores are going around the league. But they need the point here tonight to keep first place or keep full possession of it. That's a deep cross, headed away nicely. Griffith thumps it clear, the rain's still coming down. In comes the cross. Just enough on the touches there, no. Orlando City have it back. Set wide. Good spell this from the visitors. And finally, a poor pass, and it'll be a goal kick. We're hearing 3 minutes will be added on. If you want to join us for some additional content, Poppy Miller will be doing some post-game interviews available at the Charleston Battery website soon after the game finishes. And there's a free kick for the Charleston Battery. Yellow card for, well, I think he gave it to Clowes. Should have been Hayden who got booked. He's the one that fouled the Battery's player. Some pushing and shoving there.
We don't often see Portillo retaliate to anything.
He wasn't happy though, was he? Now what's the referee going to do here? Who's he giving the yellow card to? Portillo gets booked. Romario Williams saying, come on, ref, get on with it. And a second yellow card given. Not sure who got that. Oh, look at Portillo's arm in the face of Hayden. He could have been off for that, Poppy. You're not supposed to touch people in the face anymore.
And you could see him just try to put his arms behind his back. He knew his tempo was rising, and that's very, very unlike Portillo.
So it's a free kick for the Battery with 90 seconds to play. Into the box from Justin Portillo, headed away by Orlando City. Now swept away. The header inside is going to invite a counter-attack, is it? No. Charleston win the tackle briefly. Orlando City have it back. Flag will go up here for offside. By my watch, we've got 60 seconds to play. Well, it looks like Taylor Mueller and the Charleston Battery are going to settle for a point here. As they head that ball into touch. Some tired legs out there now. 0-0 the score. Hearing Romario Williams may have got booked there in that melee, which means he's going to miss the game next weekend. Oh, Griffith is tackled there, coughs up possession, just about wins the second tackle back. Well, that's a big storyline if Williams did get booked, because he will have to serve a suspension after just coming back from international duty. And to be honest, he hasn't been really up to the pace of tonight's game. And there is the final whistle, 0-0 the score. And for the moment, the Battery remain in first place in the USL Eastern Conference on 37 points. A frustrating game, I think, for many tonight. I'm sure both coaches won't be too displeased, particularly Anthony Pulis, the head coach of Orlando City B. And that just about wraps it up from us here on behalf of this local broadcast crew. Poppy Miller, who was an analyst tonight, Sarah Cardamone at halftime. This is Andrew Bell wishing you all a very good night, and we'll see you next week.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent from the United Soccer League.
You have a plan. Where to live, where to work, where to go on vacation. But when the unexpected happens, where do you go? How about down the street to MUSC Health Centers to practice disease prevention and promote wellness and offer urgent care and after-hours treatment, all connected to one of the top academic medical centers in the country with the most advanced medicine and technology, giving you access to healthcare leaders who work with your doctor to bring the best medicine closer to you.
What the road demands, the GS delivers. Experience high performance through high technology in the Lexus GS 350 and GS Turbo. See your Lexus dealer.
When you combine home security with smart technology, you get Home Smart by Home Telecom. Manage your home and keep it safe wherever you are with local support and competitive prices. Live life ahead with Home Smart by Home Telecom.
See your Lexus dealer.
Coach Anhauser, it was difficult conditions for the Battery to play in tonight. They just struggled with that final pass and the offsides. What were your final thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I think that if we could have stayed onside a couple times, it might have gave us a chance to get a good look. But you can't look at that. We had some heavy legs. Our passes were given away a few times, but in the end, they battled their tail off, and you got to give credit to the guys, and you got to take the point and move on, and we got to regroup.
And 3 games in 7 days, heading to Canada this weekend. What will this week look like for you?
Yeah, we have to give them a little break. Obviously, Romario on international duty. We have a couple guys that have played 3 games, 90 minutes, and we're going to have to give them some rest and then get some other guys working in and just regroup, and I think we'll be fine.
And you're heading into the locker room now. What will you be saying to the players after tonight?
Yeah, I think we just need to move on. We need to get ready for Toronto. We need to go up there and get ourselves ready. We scored 6 goals against them last time. It probably won't happen again. But if we need to click and we need to make that last pass, like you said earlier, and make sure that we put them under pressure because we want to go up there and get 3 points.
Brilliant. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.